Hey there, and welcome to the 7th episode of Let's Play with Goel. In this episode, I am going to head to Riverwood. I'm going to take care of selling some stuff that I found in this mine. We raided the Ember Shard. Can't pronounce anything. Ember Shard mine, and
whatever you need. The finest weapons
let's
and
see,
armor.
what can I sell here? So, I got some different ore that I'm not going to use just yet. I want to use it once I get to Whiterun, because the reason is because right now there's ore, but there's no smelter, which is really unhelpful considering I have iron ore and some iron ingots, but I don't have anything. I don't have any way right here in Riverwood to convert iron ore into iron bars, is basically my dilemma. So, okay, let's see. Is there anything here? I don't need this many venoms. I really probably don't need any, but Scroll of Fireball is interesting. That's actually extremely effective. If you see those are definitely worth using, and I'm sure you'll be seeing me use them in a pinch at some point. I have 8 firewood, and I'm going to be going to buy some steel ingots. Sorry, I can't talk for some reason. Steel ingots so that I can build camp kits or camp fires, and that will allow me to fast travel. So, you know, there are a couple of garnets. I'll sell the garnets, flawless garnets. I'm really not getting much money for these right now. That's due to... You see how I have 14 ore? Just a brief aside. I only can craft with the 2 iron ingots until I get to Whiterun. So, yeah, I'm not getting nearly as much for the items as I would, as it was showing when I picked up the item. When you pick up an item, it's showing what its max value can be, but it doesn't factor in how low right now my speech skill actually is. So, I'm actually earning significantly less than what I normally would be. I'm going to pick up a couple steel ingots, and I don't want to burn a lot of money on this, but I'll show you what this is. So now that I have these steel ingots, if you go to basic camping supplies, this is part of Frostfall. And fire kits are also used when you're in cold weather and you need to get warm. This is the idea, is this will literally save your life. Like it wouldn't if you were in that situation in the tundra. You need a fire or you're going to get hypothermia and die. So with those, the 6 firewood and the steel ingot, I was able to create 3 fire kits. And now, I have 1 more steel ingot, but I actually need to get a little more firewood. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to end up probably with... Oh, I forgot about this quest with Sven. I think I'm going to do this quest. So, after I get a couple firewood, and here's the rule of thumb when you're using this mod. You want to have way too many camp kits than not enough. Which is why I'm taking care of this right now. Because like you saw, I finished the dungeon, and yes, actually I am feeling sick. My character early on got rock joint, I believe. So I need to deal with that too. But now I can craft the fire kits, and now all the firewood's gone, and I have some weight removed from my inventory, because fire kits themselves don't weigh anything. It's quite nice. I'm not throwing away empty wine bottles, because I can fill those up with water later on once I get to a source. So let's do this quest here. This one, I want to... What was the quest originally? The quest was... Well, it didn't say. Trying to remember exactly. Okay, and I don't know which one of these doors is the one that I actually want.
It's
okay.
really great we're friends. I was hoping to find some way to thank you.
I'm going to save this because I'm not quite sure exactly what my options are going to be here. Oh, she just gave me a gift. Well, that's
a fine
cool.
day with you around.
Oh, I'm going to do this. Because I don't like this tactic.
You what? What are you talking about? Why, that jealous idiot. Thought he could just manipulate me into never seeing Sven again? Thank you for telling me the truth.
She's not happy.
You should speak to Sven. I'm sure he'll want to thank you too for
Not
defending
happy
his
at
name.
all. And this guy,
All right then.
you see what happens when you try and manipulate things and you get jealous, and you know, they say all's fair in love and war, but sometimes sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. And sometimes you get burned. And in this case, I'm doing the burning.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me.
He's very
She's
astute.
already mine, I keep telling him. You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places. and
Well,
heard
let's
new
see here.
stories.
I don't think Camilla will be spending
Now,
any more
that's
time
what I like
with
to hear.
Faendal.
Good work. I think you deserve some gold from my tips at the inn.
Interesting. So 25 gold,
Until
that's
next time.
it's not a whole lot, but okay. Sure. Completed it. Okay. We're going to Whiterun. That was slightly underwhelming as far as quest rewards go, but that's okay. That is okay. So, isn't that water just gorgeous? I love this mod. And the waterfalls, the realistic water. Hey, there's a mudcrab. That's kind of like saying if you're ADD and you're like, hey, there's a squirrel. Let's go kill a squirrel. Hey, let's punch a mudcrab. Okay, that seemed like a better idea at the time. I'm not actually doing any damage to this mudcrab, which is pathetic. Okay, well, I've had my fun. I actually need to heal from my encounter with the mudcrab, and then I'm actually going to kill it legit. Okay, there it is, and man, giving me all kinds of problems. Iron Shield, bash the mudcrab, and there it goes. Okay, rule of thumb, not going to be punching any more mudcrabs. Mudcrab, chitin, it's kind of like, I think it's like the arm or the shell of the mudcrab, I think. Basically, it's one of the ingredients that can make restore health potions, which means going after mudcrabs is actually useful. Like, they're also used, if I remember right, they're also used in cure disease potions, which I need to acquire one of those. Normally there's no cure disease spell in this game. However, with Midas magic, there is. So it's also, the ingredients are kind of hard to come by, which is good. It's nice and it's not easy. Just for an example, I haven't actually showed you the book that has all the spells, but just so you can get an idea of the spells that are in Midas magic. Bound Dagger, Bound Pickaxe, Bug Swarm. Bound Pickaxe is actually really nice. That's usually one of the first ones I get. Just saves you inventory space. I'm going to flip through these. I'm not going to, you know, there's the Cure Disease one actually, and that was the thing I wanted to show you. Hawk Feathers, kind of hard to get. The Mudcrab Chitin I just got, but I don't have any gold ingots, so we'll go into this more later, but there are a ton of spells, including spells to open all kinds of locks. And there is another wolf. And that would have been an awesome kill animation if I actually could have seen what the heck I did. It's like, it was like the camera was pointed at my, like, at the wolf, and I couldn't see a thing that I was doing. Now, who is this guy? A farmer.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks.
Interesting.
Ulfric has the right of it.
It's really interesting. You'll meet people on the way that will talk about joining the Stormcloaks or the Imperials. Skyrim's divided, and again, the line between good guys and bad guys, it's fairly fine. My first playthrough, I really thought I was going to be siding with the Stormcloaks, and some things happened in the quests that I did that made me change my mind to go to the Imperials. I won't spoil them for you, but it was very surprising, and I really enjoy the complexity of the situation. So there's Hunting Broom Meadery. That's involved in a Thieves Guild quest much later on. Now I think this qualifies as standing water. I'm going to give it a try, because I can use my use water ability when I'm in it. And is it here? Okay. I don't think it's actually here, because it's saying there's no usable water nearby. But I know of a spot nearby that does work. Okay, so just running along. Whoa, there's an arrow that flew by. Beating up on some giants. I'm gonna pull out my ancient Nord bow. And these giants have a little more health. I don't want to get too close, but I also don't want to... And they handled him quite easily. Oh.
You handle yourself well.
Well, hi there,
Make
Ayala.
a decent shield, brother.
Shield brother? What is a shield brother?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions?
That would be a
An order
no.
of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
That sounds right up my alley. I mean, I'm basically a Nordic mercenary from Cyrodiil. At least that's the character that I am choosing to play. So, can I join you?
Not
That
for me to
seems
say. You'll have to
seems
talk
logical to me.
Whitemane up in your Vaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and
That's
tell
an
the
interesting
truth.
quality to have.
If you go to him,
Be able to read people right off the bat. Some people are good at that, and some people just think they're good at that. And you probably know what I'm talking about. So, I'm sure these farmers are glad to have the giant gone, although the giant being in the middle of the farm is kind of slightly problematic. Okay, so we're going on to Whiterun. Gonna go up and into the city. There's the carriage. You can use this to get between cities for a very reasonable gold fee without having to run all the way. It's very nice. Very fair. I'm glad they implemented it. Interesting.
This one needs something?
Yeah. What have you got for sale? I'm usually more interested in what am I trying to sell. And I don't really... Oh, yes. I did want to get rid of that. Actually, no. I'm going to disenchant that is what I'm going to do with it. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the Imperial Helmet. I don't want the Novice Hood or the Novice Robes. The rings I don't want. Okay. Lighten my load a little bit. This is one of my favorite parts in any of the cities, is just this winding area here. I'm going to show you too, for a spot you can use to fill up water with the Imp's More Complex Need mod. This is one of the locations that works. See how it's standing water? I hit the Z button, which is what you use to use a power, say a shout, or in my case when I tried to use Battle Cry with in one of the earlier episodes against the boss and it didn't work. What you want to do is you want to drink because it's free water, and then fill all containers. And now see the empty wine bottles are removed and water is added. Super nice. It's because of the way that the graphics are and the way things are organized. The mod author currently hasn't found a way to get like rivers and this sort of thing to these little streams to actually work with it, but for the time being there are plenty of standing water areas that this will work in just fine, and it's a nice feature to have. Oh, am I not able to go into Whiterun? I kind of have official business. I have news about Helgen.
But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I'm not... Oh, it might be because I'm dressed as a Stormcloak. I mean, technically, I know that he says that to everybody, no matter whether you're sympathetic towards the Imperials or whatever. But my character would probably guess that it's because I'm wearing Stormcloak garb. Now, Whiterun is interesting. It's a neutral city that kind of hasn't made up its mind yet about which side it's going to be on.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's.
This is an interesting conversation to eavesdrop on.
Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
So there's definitely an Imperial presence here, which makes me kind of nervous because I nearly got executed by the Imperials. However, the fact that there aren't a bunch of Imperials running around looking for me yet that I've seen lends credence to the fact that probably most of them are dead.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
Okay, I was hoping to find some quest dialogue from her about that conversation. So I'm going to stop this episode here, and the next episode we're going to continue the main quest line before the storm and warn the Jarl about the dragon attack, and some more interesting things happen. It's going to be a good time. Check out the Goel Let's Play YouTube page and subscribe if you like these videos. Please feel free to comment, give me feedback if you're interested in seeing other games. I take requests. I make no promises, but I take requests. So I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. See ya.